other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Buffalo Bills. Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And off we go from New Era Field. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rosen on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Rosen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they're able He'll work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A first down carry here for Johnson. Nifty move. He's to the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They get it to him running left. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson taking it in. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Taylor will bring the Bills up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Four down. Slow.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now Taylor on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time. That'll bring up second down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Again, now it's Taylor on second and 10. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Two jet.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Caught by Nelson. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Rosen. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Taylor will bring the Bills up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got him in, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
An update now from Oakland. The Raiders are out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Slow.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Z. 4 down. Slow.
On 2nd down, Taylor. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Taylor. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Double tight. Hey, hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Single. I got a single in the slot. Single in the slot. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Gone.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Slow.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
We got 4.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey. Z. Check. 53's Mike. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen on 1st down. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Johnson running lane. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Rosen will throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Over the middle, it's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go now. 3.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Rosen. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Rosen. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down. Z.
Now Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now the extra point. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7th. And a very nice return up to the 35, but was it aided by something illegal? Let's find out. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a 2nd down. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. Taylor now to throw on 2nd down. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Taylor now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down.
Slow. Check. 4 down. 2 jet.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Taylor looking to throw on 2nd down. And Davis with it left side. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Taylor operating from the gun. They'll air this one toward, and this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Corey Coleman as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10.
Hey, we are gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go one more.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Caught by Nelson left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Z.
fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll pitch it out to McCoy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, boys, you got 4 down. Here I come. I'm coming. Slow. I'm coming after you, 25. Here I come.
Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
first down, it's Taylor. Coleman has it here right side. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now McCoy. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
McCoy, the lone man in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelm, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd and goal, Taylor. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go now. 3-8.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And Conley's got it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, you got 3, we got 3. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, watch the edge.
Johnson on the counter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They go to Johnson again. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, it's Rosen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40.
All right, here we go.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they'll throw it with Rosen. Underneath for Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. All right, now lucky 56, lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Ricky Seals-Jones, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Back now in Buffalo. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And here come the Bills. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long.
4 down, even. Slow. Check, 53's Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Three down. Check 4. Slow. 43's the Mike. Watch the slant. Z. 3, Mike's.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. And he's going to go down again.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Hey, what's the Z.
To throw is Taylor. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it with Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure
All right,
here.
now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
And the blitz does come. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Johnson, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Rosen, and able to find Conley. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
We got three, fellas. All right, here we go. 319. 319. Check.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Here's Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out come the Bills. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you're looking to plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Slow.
2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
53's the mic. Z.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 2nd down, Taylor. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Bills on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. To throw again is Taylor. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be, that time, 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Watch 49. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Arizona, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.